All right. Welcome aboard, guys. My name is Ophir Tao. I'm the Israeli emissary on behalf of the Jewish Agency for Israel at the Foreign Spirit Y. I am really excited to present to you the Mimouna of 2020. Last year, we did a remarkable Mimouna, interfaith Mimouna at the Foreign Spirit Y. Now, because of the virus and the circumstances, we are doing it online and we are celebrating community even when we're far away from each other physically. What we're going to do today is quite astonishing. We're going to have a musical show by my great friend Jawad, who is a wonderful, wonderful young man of Moroccan descent. He's going to play us some traditional Moroccan tunes, followed by a talkback conversation in which we will dig into Moroccan Jewish identity, Moroccan Jewish and Muslim interfaith work, and the importance of an event like a Mimouna right now in the midst of social distancing. So, without further ado, Jawad, take it away.
Okay, all right.
Wow, that was that was simply enchanting, Jawad.
Thank you very much.
I enjoyed every moment. And we had some questions from our audience. They were wondering if all these sounds were coming out of your keyboard.
Yes, indeed. All of them are
How
coming.
do you do that? I'm really intrigued because it felt like there was a whole band in the air.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I play the actual sounds, and I have some background music, like a arranger that that's playing with me. You know. Yeah, that's what makes it sound fuller and like a band.
That's great. For a moment, I really felt like I'm in Morocco. So, Jawad, tell us more about this music, where it really came from, and what is your personal connection with it?
The music that I just played, I played two pieces from Kulthum. She's like a diva. She's very well known in the Middle East. You know, she's Egyptian, the Egyptian star. And I know that she was very loved, and she's still loved by her audience from Morocco and like Algeria, Tunisia, all the way to the Middle East. And you know, sh she's like I've been playing her music like say, for years and years, and whenever like I play for audience, they always ask for her songs, and you know, she's like 40 years or 45 years after she passed away, but her songs are still very much alive. Yeah.
And when you're playing this music, what do you think about?
What I you know I just connect with it, and I feel the music. Also, when there is a singer that sings with me, also you know, this music we all grew up on it, and we connect with it so much. Like we feel it. Yeah, that's what.
I just happen to think from my standpoint as an Israeli Jew that
Yeah.
this music is on the one hand very Arabic in one sense, yet on the other sense it's really Jewish. In the Mimouna, I hear a lot of similar tunes that are being played, and you know this Mimouna is an interfaith Mimouna. And this very forum that we're now having of
Yes.
you and I, a Muslim and a Jew, is quite a rare thing to see in Israel, actually. You don't see that quite often.
Uh-huh.
And so I want to ask you, what do you think is the importance of interfaith collaborations, especially in this time, especially when there is social distancing and quarantine?
Right, right. Well, to be honest, I've always thought that music brings all nationalities together. It's like it's so peaceful, and it's it brings all the nationalities. Also, I grew up like playing all kinds of music in Morocco. I played with Muslim singers, with Jewish singers, and I have done so many parties like for the Jewish community also, and we play Arabic music, Moroccan music, and the audience always uh, is there like connecting with us. We don't feel like we should play some different music for the Jewish community. They enjoy like our music, Middle Eastern or Moroccan or whatever we play. So I really think that music brings everybody together, and it's there for peace and for multiple nationalities. Yeah.
Actually, for the benefit of our viewers, I think it's worthwhile to say that the Mimouna initially started as an interfaith tradition. We're talking about Passover in Morocco, a holiday in which the Jews cannot eat regular bread and flour. And so the Muslim neighbors would reintroduce bread and leaven agents, pastries back to the Jewish community, and the Jews would host their Muslim counterparts, and they would celebrate together with music. So, as you said, like you were playing with Muslim and Jews, this is the origin of the Mimouna holiday. This is what we're celebrating here.
Yes, indeed. I witnessed that and I lived it back when I was in Morocco and over here also in the US. Like whenever there's a Mimouna celebration, the Jewish families invite the Moroccans to for the dinner, and they celebrate all together. Also with the music, I've played in so many Jewish parties for Mimouna and for other occasions, and I find that they all come together to celebrate the same reason and same occasion. Right.
So, if we were mentioning food, because we are in social distancing and not doing the event physically as we initially thought so, we don't have the traditional food with us. I wonder if you can tell our viewers about what do people actually eat in Mimouna.
Of course, for the like the Moroccan Muslim families, there's all kinds of tagine from Morocco, the pastilla, all kinds of fish dishes. For the Jewish dishes, there is muflita, of course. There, everybody knows it. Yeah, and I would say schina, a lot of like typical Jewish dishes, but also there is a lot of dishes that are shared both for the Muslim and the Jewish.
There are additionally other traditions like the henna, which is a special kind of a removable tattoo that is actually on the hand that
Right.
women usually make.
Yeah.
There is tea, which is also part of the entire ceremony of Mimouna. And all
Correct.
those flavors and spices and tastes are really coming in together to create this wonderful Mimouna.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
So I
So
wonder if you can play us some more pieces, musical pieces that will really, bring us to Morocco. I want to feel like I'm physically there.
sure, I'll play some Moroccan music that we usually play in Mimouna. Okay. So
Go for
just
it.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
That
Wow.
was simply remarkable. And we're also joined by Shep, my dear friend from CBST congregation, Bet Simchat Torah.
Yeah.
Tell us about it for yourself, Shep.
Am I on? I can't tell.
You
Yeah.
are.
Okay. Well, I love the music.
Thank you.
And I want you to know, Jawad, that Ul Khartoum is popular in Israel among Mizrahi Jews. And my teacher's coming out funny, I think. And also, it's actually she's actually mentioned in the Broadway musical The Band's Visit
Right.
about some Israeli Jews of Arab descent were reminiscing about her. Yeah.
Actually,
She's got a
I'm
lot
sorry
of
to interrupt
popularity
you.
throughout the Middle
A
East.
very good friend of mine used to perform at the band visit, and it's a great play.
Yeah,
I went to it twice, and I enjoyed every minute of the show. It was
loved it.
amazing.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It
Great.
is indeed remarkable. And you know, the tunes that you've played, Jawad, were really echoing the sounds of the band's visit in a way. And also, I noticed for the first time in my life that Moroccan music has a tremendous influence on Western music, on European and American music. I even recognize the influence that Moroccan music has on jazz, for instance, with
Yeah.
the trumpets. I've never thought about it before, and the way you played it just made me think as if Miles Davis and Kulthum were melding in together. It was lovely. And speaking
Thank
of your music, there is a question from our audience.
Cool.
Philip Ali Foster asks, where else does you, the musician, perform and with whom?
I perform with almost everybody. Like I do like Middle Eastern parties, Moroccan parties, like Arabic, all kinds of from all kinds of countries. Also Jewish parties, and I'm based in New Jersey and New York. That's what I work the most. Right. So
You perform alone?
no, actually, I perform usually with the singer, but due to the
Yeah.
current situation, I could not bring the singer. I could not be joined with him.
Do you have an oud player?
We do actually. Yes, we do.
Really?
We have
Wow.
Talkback, tabla player. We have a oud player, Qanun. A full
Oh,
band.
wow. Everything.
Right.
Very good.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
a whole extravaganza. If anyone is looking to book Jawad, please call. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, Shep, I'm really glad you've joined us. And, I don't like usually saying this person is from this or that descent, yet knowing you since I came here to New York, you told me that you're one side of your family coming from a Moroccan Jewish descent.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to ask you is, what role does it play in your identity?
Well, I'd say as an American Jew, Mimouna is probably the only opportunity I have to publicly identify as a Moroccan descent Jew, other than my obviously Moroccan last name, which most Jews don't know what it means because it's so not European. But other than that, so to me, it's personally very. Even though being an American, I never actually celebrated it, but I know a lot about it, and I experienced it in Israel, which was kind of interesting. Um, so yes, to me, it's significant, and also I think it's important about the multicultural interfaith thing. In that, I think it's important that Ashkenazi European Jews learn about this and experience other Jewish cultures. Now, in Israel, all the Jews do it, but they don't do it all Moroccan. They do it their way for their food. But it's nice that American Jews learn about this Moroccan, North African custom.
Yep, it is indeed lovely. And, I originally didn't perceive myself as a Jewish of Moroccan descent. I always knew I was mixed with Ashkenazi and Middle Eastern roots. Yet a recent study of the family, actually, we find out that from my mother's side, there is one branch which is entirely Jewish Moroccan.
Oh,
We are descendants of Sephardic Jews. And now when we all as a family apply to the Portuguese citizenship, so after all, I am 1.1% Moroccan Jewish in a sense. and I'm really glad I am celebrating this aspect of my roots. And we actually have a bunch of questions from the audience. Apparently, when I approached everyone and said, "Here is Jawad, please call him," people were actually interested. So, Jawad, I wonder if you have any as a website or something that we can share with the public.
And not right now, but I will later. I'm gonna make a website and put it on your website. I'll put a link on your website, so if anybody wants to connect with me, they can.
Sure, and also I have your email, and I'm not going to share your phone, don't worry about it, but at least your email, so people can reach out. I can definitely share that with anyone interested. Another question I think is for both of you, Shep and Jawad, coming from Amy Handelsman. Oh, hey, Amy. Why did
Hey,
some
Amy.
Moroccan Jews end up in Paris?
How
I'm
come?
sorry, I couldn't hear the question. Can you repeat the question, please?
Why did so many Moroccan Jews end up in Paris, in France?
The reason is because sometime, I believe in the 1800s, France and Spain, more France than Spain, colonized Morocco, and the Jews established the Universal Israelite Alliance. I can't say it in French. And many Moroccan Jews got educated in French education and language. So this caused a bit of a problem, I think, because they became more francophone than the Muslims. But when the Jews decided to leave in 48 with Israel's independence and 56 with Morocco's, if they didn't want to go to Israel, the natural place would be to go to France where they can speak the language, because they became French speakers. Through colonization, they became French speakers. My family's from the north. They became Spanish speakers. They went to Spain.
There is really a drift with some Moroccan Jews going to Israel and becoming Israelis. Well, their cousins or relatives would go to France and become French citizens. Now we have a lot of French Jews of Moroccan descent coming back to Israel. So, Amy, back there behind your screen, I hope that answers your question. I find this Talkback quite fascinating because we have literally three people from various backgrounds. We have you, Jawad, coming from originally from Morocco. We have you, Shep, who's an American Jew, and myself, a Jewish Israeli. And I wonder if that gives you like a twist, a positive twist to the Mimouna, to how it feels.
Well, to me, it does, even though I didn't experience it growing up. But as I learned about it, and I'm very proud of it, I've been to Morocco. I was planning to go to Morocco except for the virus. But wherever I've gone, if I meet a Moroccan Muslim and I tell them my name, they immediately recognize me as a Moroccan, and we're brothers and everything else. I've been to many Arab countries. Obviously, Morocco's my favorite. They're the best. It's one sense of community and connection. It really is. Everywhere I've been. That's my experience.
For me, even though I'm not Jewish, but I've been like part of the Jewish celebrations like for many years because of my job that I play music for the Jewish events, and I've seen it, experienced it for many years in Morocco and in the United States. And it's it brings up joy for everybody. It's the atmosphere is great. The food, it's we are looking forward to it every year after year. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you from my own personal angle. For me, the Mimouna was always this holiday I needed to find a specific family to host me for. And my grandma in 2014 took me to my first ever Mimouna event
Oh,
in Ashdod in southern Israel. And I could never imagine that, 5 years later and 6 years later, I would arrange a Mimouna event myself. I mean, it's so surreal, especially given these circumstances that we are doing Mimouna online. I don't think that the Jewish rabbis of the 12th and 13th century ever imagined a platform like online and a pandemic and people who do this remotely. I think it's really surreal, and it teaches us a lot about our power as individuals, as human beings, to create community even in harsh circumstances. I think this is something worth celebrating.
To be honest, I want to share this with your audience that we were set to do a party in like auditorium with the audience, but after this, after the corona, whatever you want to call it, I was surprised when I got a call from you saying that we're still on. I thought you were gonna cancel the whole event, and I was very surprised when you told me no, we're still on, and we're gonna host it online. In the beginning, I was shocked, but and then I thought about it, and I said, "You are right. The platform is much bigger on online, and it's very convenient for everybody.
All fair.
Yes,
Yeah, the one thing I really like about Mimouna, this is a Jewish holiday which has always been connected with Muslims. It's not like a politically correct added-on thing. It's what it really was all the time. I like that. It's a very cool thing.
true.
The Muslims help prepare the food and celebrate with everybody else. It was open for everybody.
Yeah,
So I like that.
I wasn't aware of this aspect until I came to New York City. In Israel, because of that circumstances, I don't want to get into that, but because of history and politics, you don't have a lot of interfaith forums in Israel. If you do, they are criticized, even though some people, of course, support and endorse them, they are widely criticized by other people. I experienced it from firsthand, being a facilitator in Seeds of Peace, facilitating dialogue that includes Israelis and Palestinians and Jordanians and Egyptians. And suddenly, when I came to New York, I realized that being far away from the lion den, you can really celebrate the interfaith nature of the holiday. And so this type of event, while it's possible in Israel, it's a lot more difficult to organize and to receive public acceptance of this. And in here, we are in a natural space that I think enables us to do so. And so thank you for highlighting this, Shep, because this is the heart of the deal.
Another thing is it's very sad. Mimouna had Jews and Muslims celebrating together in the Arab country of Morocco, but not in the Jewish country. In Morocco, they did it all the time, but not in Israel. But I also, the name Mimouna is actually the name of an organization in Morocco that was established a few years ago, the Mimouna Association, established by Muslim Moroccans to celebrate the Moroccan Jewish culture. And they're very active with the American Sephardi Federation, other things. So it's actually a name that the Muslims have adopted too.
There's also
I also think it's kind of cool being a Moroccan Jewish descent because Jewish, but with a foot in the Arab world, kind of like in between. That's kind of cool.
That's one hell of a quotation, Shep.
But sometimes I joke.
That's going to the record.
Sometimes I joke and say I'm Arab and Jewish. I hate myself.
And we love you, Shep. We love you, Shep, completely. Absolutely. Amy is asking for your last name, Shep. So.
Oh, well, I'm not going to say it like an American. I'll say it like I would say it in Morocco and Israel. Wahnoun.
Go for it. Wahnoun.
Wahnoun. Yeah, it's a Jewish Berber name. The Berbers were the indigenous people of Morocco before the Muslim Arab conquest in the 600s.
A lot of history is loaded in last name. And Chef, since everyone know your last name, Jawad, what is the meaning of your name and your last name?
Okay. My first name is Jawad. In Arabic, it means the generous, like the giving, generous. Yeah.
You are.
And my last name is Bouhssina. And to be honest, I don't really know what the exact meaning of it. All I was told is that the roots of this is like very Moroccan, and but the exact translation, I don't.
What city are you from? What city?
I was born and raised in Casablanca, but my parents are from the north of Morocco in a small city called Larash.
Oh, I know that city. My family's from Tetuan in the north.
From Tetuan. Okay, okay.
I'm not sure if it's correct, but in Star Wars, if you remember, there is this desert star called Tatooine, and I think it's based on Tatooine.
You told me.
I'm not sure. I do remember that Tatooine is somewhere in North Africa, like where they actually shoot the film. So I'm not sure if it's in Tunisia or in Morocco, but it's somewhere in the area.
Morocco.
Morocco, yeah. So Star Wars was probably filmed in Morocco. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. Well, Ophir is from the Hebrew Bible. It's a land that King Solomon used to have trade relations with. And Tal, it means morning dew. And Tal is not the original last name. The original surname was Markovich from the Ashkenazi side of the family. Yet there is a Moroccan angle to it, because in Israel, a lot of Moroccan Jews have the last name Tal, which is the Hebrew version for Abutbul or Ben Tulila or anything like that. And
wow.
My father, who grew up with many Moroccan Jews in Ashdod, he used to say that he's a Moroccan in order to get along with other Moroccan Jews in the military, even though he wasn't. So that was like the joke in the family, that we are like fake Moroccans in a way. Paul asked us to write these names down, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna write down my own, which is the easiest, and then.
Ophir, how did you find
Shep,
your
can you spell it for us, Shep?
My name. Oh, it's a WAHNON.
Got it. And Jawad.
My last name is B as in boy, O-H, S as in Sam, I, N as in Nancy, and A as in apple.
Wow.
I like the Nancy part.
Bouhssina.
Oh.
Sounds Spanish or Latin.
Great. It sounds really Spanish, true. That's great. That's great.
Jawad, a favorite family name in my family is the Arabic name Masood.
Masoud, yes.
Yeah,
Masoud.
they always have the same. Every generation says Masood. What does that mean in Arabic?
Masoud, it comes from the word Sa'd, which is luck. Masoud is the lucky one.
Oh, okay. Because in my family, this is a name that's been passed down since forever.
Yeah.
This one.
I can understand why, Shep. They wanted to win the lottery, so they were hoping. That's great. I wonder, Jawad, if you can play us a tune that will really, in a way, resemble the current being of the people, being far away. I wonder if there is a song that you know that is talking about this matter, about this subject, which is related to Moroccan music.
Well, what comes to my mind right now is like a Jewish song that I play usually in all Jewish events, and it's very like famous. It's a religious song. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
That was simply gorgeous,
That was
Jawad.
great.
It was great. The song is called in Hebrew Shabchi Yerushalayim. It's a classical Jewish song, or in English, Jerusalem, praise O Lord. It's a Jewish chant originally from, well, the Middle East that now belongs to us all, to Jews from all over the world. And as Jawad knows, even for non-Jews who really like this song. And I like the Arab twist that you added in the middle of the song.
Yes.
And I love that a lot. And as we are getting closer to the end of this event, I would like to hear remarks from both of you. One thing that each and every one of you is taking from this event, personally to their lives, and also a message to our viewers at home.
Message. Well, I guess I'm just really very happy that Mimouna is being celebrated by non-Moroccan Jews and others, you know, that they're understanding and appreciating this unique aspect of Moroccan Jews, which was shared by Jews and Muslims back in Morocco. And my last parting comment would be, at the end of Passover, we say, next year in Jerusalem. So I like to say, end Mimouna with next year in person, in real life. Would be really nice.
For me, I'm really glad to be part of this event and to be playing music for this event. Also, I'm gonna say again, due to the current situation, like we could not be in real life with the audience like we do every year. But hopefully, like Shepherd said, hopefully next year we're gonna have the interaction again with the audience, and the celebration would be with food, with the Moroccan tea, and all the tradition.
Super.
Well, one thing for sure, people didn't gain weight in this event as they usually would be in Mimouna, eating all the mufletas and all the Moroccan sweets. What I want to deliver to you, the viewers back at home, is that we are not leaving. We're not leaving you in the midst of this virus. We are still a community, and the season of Jewish culture that the Mimouna is one of the initial events included in this is about life. And life is nuanced. And you have tragedies in life, and you also have amazing things and happy occurrences that happen in life. And I think that the Jewish calendar is all about that. You know, tomorrow we're going to have a Yom HaShoah Holocaust Memorial ceremony, and a day after that we're going to have a survivor testimony. Sorry, a second generation to a survivor testimony. In a week from now, we're going to have a lecture by an Israeli journalist who is going to tell us a little bit more about how Israel is tackling the coronavirus and the political situation there. We're also going to have a party of Israel independence. And I think that this combination of, on the one hand, an interfaith event, Muslim-Jewish event, and on the other hand, events that are solely Jewish, I think that this is the uniqueness of the community, being able to be very uniquely Jewish, but also very universal and appealing to a vast audience. And I call to you back at home to celebrate this diversity, to join us in upcoming events. And when 7 p.m. ticks, go out to your windows and clap for all the essential and vital workers out there fighting for us, getting us groceries, and basically making an effort so we can rest and keep ourselves safe. That's it. It was a profound pleasure sharing this event with you, Jawad and Shep.
It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Loved it.
And for next year in Jerusalem and with the Mimouna.
Right.
Ma salam.
Awesome.